If you wanna be crypto savvy, we can help you skip those valleys. Let's rally, yeah. If you wanna be crypto savvy, we can let investments tally. Let's rally, yeah.
Welcome back to Be Crypto Savvy. Appreciate you folks coming in. I'll tell you what, thankfully, my first take is usually not very good because typically I forget to turn my mic on and it all goes to waste anyways. So, anyways, jumping into this, if you missed it earlier today, we did release a video that was centered around Bitcoin price prediction for the week using the Genie.io price predicting range report. If you didn't catch that video, I'll throw it up in the corner here for you so you can check that out. As far as this video, what we're going to be doing is jumping into the Ethereum side of that, and we're breaking them up into separate videos to keep them a little bit shorter, in that way, they're a little bit easier to watch start to finish. So let's jump into Ethereum, starting with the candles over on TradingView. And I'm going to actually just keep my actual TA to a minimum for this particular video as well. But we can currently see that we're sitting at $1,836.50, and we're looking at the daily time frame. And what I anticipate happening throughout this week is testing the upper band of this resistance zone that Ethereum's been in for this past, week and a half, 2 weeks or so. So, testing that around that $1,850 area, and most likely we'll be able to poke up and out of it a little bit, but I don't anticipate seeing any daily candle closes above that 1850 level, and most likely seeing a rejection. And if you look over on the right hand side at our volume indicator, there is a possibility of us falling down as far as around 1650 at the support area down here. However, I do think that there is a strong chance that we stick around that 1700, maybe slightly lower, 1680 type of area. I said I was going to be quick, and I'm going to be quick. So let's jump on into the Genie.io range report. And before jumping in, if you didn't get a chance to catch the video that we talk about why this report is really such a great tool to hold in your personal toolbox for trading, I'm going to throw that up in the corner so you can check that out if you'd like. So jumping into the actual report, we can see on the ticker Ethereum is still floating around that 1835 area. Click on Ethereum here and you can see the report changes over to Ethereum. And first glance at the volatility forecast on the left hand side, and you can see that it looks like it's expecting a slight pullback and a possible reversal towards the end of the 7-day forecast. That'll be something to take a look at tomorrow. Let's jump over to the right hand side, which is the same thing, just it's just a numerical version of what you see depicted on the left. So looking at this, it does look like it is more or less confirming what we were talking about over in TradingView, looking to have at least a little bit of a pullback. The range report doesn't anticipate as much of a pullback as I was saying that I thought we could see, and is even indicating a possible bounce and reverse towards the end of the 7-day forecast, which is a good point to bring up. If this is a bounce in reverse, this is a good reason why having this tool yourself is a great opportunity, especially when you get it free to use for 2 weeks. Using that link below, when you sign up, you'll get 2 free weeks to be able to use this as a trial. But being able to see what the following day brings in a situation like this is a good opportunity, and we won't be covering this tomorrow. So if you're waiting for us, it might end up being 2 or 3 days to be able to see what this actually ends up showing. So anyways, moving on with the hourly candles, that's what we were just looking at, was the candles just on the daily time frame over on TradingView, so we won't spend much time there. Moving on to the hourly RSI, we are just kind of hanging out right around in the midsection, looking like a little bit of a pullback. Kind of keep an eye on that. I'm guessing that'll keep coming back around down towards this 30 line. and that would be a great time to see that reversal bounce us back up. Moving over to the daily RSI, same thing. It looks just kind of like Bitcoin does, just kind of a gradual decline, but yet we are putting in lower lows and lower highs. Jumping down to the Ethereum MACD over 30 days, you can see here the MACD line still hasn't quite wanted to cross over that signal line. So we still are waiting for that as a confirmation of a downturn. However, over on the stochastic, you can see that the cross signaling that bearish downward turn already has played out. So two different signals here. This one looks like it might just be a little bit lagging on this particular situation. Moving down to the Ethereum average price, if you hover right over the average price, it'll let you see through those candles and let you look at just the average price, which is the way I personally like to look at it. So you can see towards the end there, we do have it where we are ticking down a little bit. However, over the grand scheme of things, we are still in a overall bullish pattern. Over on the Ethereum on balance volume, we do see a little bit of a decline. However, we still are pretty loaded up. And same thing on Bitcoin. I really am anticipating a huge dump on the market at some point, which more or less would bring us down to the ultimate bear floor for this bear market that I believe we're in. But we'll talk about that at another time. Checking out the average directional movement index over 30 days, and you can see that the trend line is right on the 25 line. Now, if you aren't familiar with why the 25 line is important on this particular indicator, check out the video placed at 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and that explains everything in this report and how to understand and read it. Quick explanation is this 25 line indicates when a trend is forming, and 25 is the beginning of a trend. The higher you go is the stronger that trend is growing. Now, the only thing this thing isn't telling you is which direction that trend is going. All it's doing is telling you that there is a trend and how strong it is, but that trend could be going up or down. And with the position that Ethereum's in right now, right at that resistance level, we're really right in kind of a wait and see kind of time frame where we could easily either break through that 1850 mark and start an upward trend, or we could get rejected and see a downward trend as we pull back and retrace. Now, when we move over to the ultimate oscillator, it's really not giving us much. Pretty stagnant over the past few days, and we're just going to have to come back and check this out and see what it tells us over the next couple days. Moving down to the parabolic SAR, you can see we got our first printed sell dot above our candle right up here. I'm moving my mouse so you can see it. We did have 4 previous buy signals, and we just got our first sell signal. So that'll be something to keep an eye on. I typically like to look for 3 dots in a row for a solid confirmation from the parabolic SAR. So this is something that we'll definitely revisit, as well as our ultimate oscillator. Looking at the Fibonacci retracement, we have just been kind of bouncing back and forth in between our retracement zones here. Jumping down to the Hikaki candles, we have gotten an unconfirmed bull signal, but so far the last solid confirmation we've had is our bear back here on March 7th. March 7th. So another one to kind of come back and revisit. And our Kopach curve has not gone through our zero line. Now, when you go through the zero line from up above, that indicates that you should expect a pullback in the price. And instead of going through, we actually got a bounce right off. So again, we're still kind of just in that la-la land where we're, not really sure exactly which way this is going to go, which is why my recommendation would be to sit back and relax for a minute and see what the charts are telling you. We got a 91% accuracy down here over the past 7 days. Really good there. And you know what? I think that's going to do it for this video. I'll keep it as short as I can, and we will catch you folks on the next one. See ya.
Like, comment, and subscribe, yeah.